Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome to Dishonored 2. Shit son, we diving into Dishonored 2 early. I was not expecting this. I'm excited to show you the game. I did play all through Dishonored 1 and one of the DLCs. I never played Brigmore Witches, and I'm told maybe that was important, but I never got the time to do it, so I'm hoping they explain Brigmore Witches for me regardless. If they don't, well, we're gonna go through it. As far as I know, I played through the tutorial, just so you know, just so I could test it, make sure the recording worked, and I got the controls under my belt early. I guess maybe it was confirmed in Brigmore Witches. I know it was hinted at in Dishonored 2, but they straight up just acknowledged that Emily is Corvo's daughter. Because you're training with Corvo, and Emily's like, my father, and he calls you his daughter. So I was like, oh shit, that's some story shit I wasn't expecting. Anyway, we're just gonna dive in and we're gonna have some fun. Let's do it. New game, because I haven't even started a freaking continue one. New game, campaign slot 1. I'm gonna go on hard. That's what I played for the first game. I'm gonna play that in the second game. Do you want to start the tutorial? No, I already did the tutorial. There's really no story stuff that happens in the tutorial at all. Outside of him being like, hey, you're my daughter, sweet. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Jessamine Caldwin, so from the first game, assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. I'm sure that'll go perfectly well.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Atano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
That's a hell of a conspiracy right out the gate. I'm gonna put the subtitles on here in a minute, by the way, don't worry. I just want to put the subtitles on. Bear with me. Subtitles. There we go. Yes.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsey says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Atano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Well, shit.
Can't still my heart.
Oh shit, you have to pick? Ruler of the Empire of Isles, trained in stealth and combat by her father, Corvo Atano, or I play as Corvo, legendary protector to the Empress and figure of infamy from the time of the... Oh, they're gonna make me pick? How did I not know this? Do I play as Corvo, the guy that I know? And first of all, Delilah, she's from the first game. She's like this mystical fucking creature that apparently gets expanded on in the DLC, the Brigmore Witches DLC. I'm gonna have to go as Corvo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go as Corvo. Because he's my boy.
Cast you in cold marble. Corvo Atano, how handsome you are for a man of your age. And how long had you hidden the mark of the outsider? I expect it's a wonderful story.
I'll lock him in the Empress's chambers, and then I'll bring him to Coldridge Prison until his trial. My father lost it all. Sent me to the City Watch, one step above begging. Think I had to take your orders? Corvo Atano, son of a Zirconan tradesman.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lord Corvo, what happened?
It'll be all Captain Mayhew.
Oh!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the City Watch, the Empress's last resort, the safe room inside your daughter's chambers, is holding enough gold to buy an island. And they say this is one of the only two keys.
Well, shit. Betrayed again. I just couldn't say no to my boy Corvo, you know? I had to play as him.
What happened? Alexei, the throne room, Emily. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Hell yeah, you do. All right, well, we're in it now. We'll take a read here. Our most esteemed Empress. As you know, freight from Sarkonos bound for Tivia is now routinely set upon by pirates or spoiled with blood flies. In addition to the loss of Tivian lives, be they crew, dock workers, or shopkeepers, there is the material cost of cargo itself, which can barely be calculated. If things continue unchecked, we will be forced to cease trading with Sarkonos and perhaps even embargo ships from the southernmost isle altogether. But this need not come to pass. The Trade Commission is a reasonable body and has already considered remedies to ameliorate the situation. We seek the following: independent qualified inspectors at all ports, patrols to defend against pirates and smugglers, and compensation for the previous and all future losses. It is the list of remedies that I wish to discuss with you in person at the earliest possible opportunity. So far, your staff has resisted our efforts to establish a definitive time for negotiation. Prompt them to action, Majesty, for we are eager to travel to Dunwall. Until we can sit down and discuss this in a civilized fashion, I send you our best. Demian Shurian Principle, blah, blah, blah. So there's trade things going on. If you're new to the way I play games, I really enjoy the lore.
To lick my wounds. I've got to regroup.
I really like the lore, so I will read books and stuff as I play. Letter from, there's a bunch. Ship launch protocol. After the Royal Protector's shakedown cruise, we'll launch the ISS Jessamine Caldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing. Pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you'll release and swing against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you, but here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry to your shores far and fair. May your shelter... Advisor Windwright. All right. Letter from Advisor Helmswater. Empress! We face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all the victims openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive of endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater. Oh, so they even started thinking she was the one killing and being the killer. I have no powers. They took away all my powers, but I'm probably going to go out the window here. I can unlock, or let's peek. Wait, what? Oh, hold F to peek. Let's take a look.
These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Sarkonos.
Okay. Well, what are our options? Can we go out? We can. I wonder...
Dunwall always has a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable.
Still can lean. Question is, where do I go? Can't go up that way. Doesn't look like we can actually go anywhere out here. Peek over, lower view. Alright. If I can I go out the window? Whoops. Can I pop out? Ooh, oh, typewriter. Wait, what? I'm just, typing away my last messages here. Alright, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get out of here. Alright, I don't see anybody. Check on Captain Alexei Mayhew.
Lila took away the mark of the outsider. No more sorcery.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Lord Protector. I can't believe Ramsay's a traitor.
I know.
Damn it. I need to pee.
Hey, baby. What's up?
Is Lady Emily all
There's a
right?
coup underway. She's imprisoned for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Maybe through Emily's safe room. There was a captain earlier today. down at the docks, looking for you. Get away and help Emily.
I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew. Goodbye.
Audience request. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov. Ooh, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. So that's what she was telling me about. Now, I'm curious how important killing is going to end up being in this game, because it was very important in the first game. And, that's important, because if I killed more, I got the bad ending. And I'm curious if they stuck with that methodology of killing more equals bad. Lean. Okay, he doesn't seem to be moving. I'm just gonna grab him and pull him back. I'm gonna get him out of there. Hide dead or unconscious bodies so they're not found. Good enough. Working on it. You can just take a naparino. Oh, wait.
Need my ring to open the safe room.
Right.
Ramsey has it. Won't open without my ring.
Yeah, I'm on it. The Royal Protector. Corvo Atano, accused of assassinating the Empress he was sworn to protect. How unlikely he would not only overcome this shame, but then redeem himself so fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to pen against him. Yet let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Atano was nearly overwhelming. First, he is the only Royal Protector ever to have been born on an isle other than Bristol. His foreignness is not itself a crime, but added to the suspicions, the most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed with bloodied weapon kneeling over the body of the Empress, Jessamine. Of course, it turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress and remove Atano from interfering with the ongoing plans of the Royal Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Atano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization, but instead reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out fact from fiction to produce the most salient history. Good to know. Is this where I was? Yeah, that's where I was. So how does it unlock? It just auto unlocks. Okay. Did I have a key? Or was that the key that I stole? You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's immediately jarring playing this game.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he knows how to talk with the boss. What a lick spittle.
It's immediately jarring to not have my abilities to teleport and stuff. Like, it's incredibly jarring. It's been a while since I've played. But at the same time, it's amazing how quickly I've fallen back into it.
Accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry, Mr. Butler. I don't know why the coup every time has to be innocent people dying. Light pouch. Hey, buddy. Huh! Good night. I'm just gonna take you back in case there's more people.
Disloyal dogs.
Yeah, they tend to be in this game. Here, how about a nice little seat for you? You know, you look relaxed. I've never seen somebody so relaxed. I could kill you. I could just stab you, apparently, and I'm not gonna lie, it's incredibly tempting. But I mean, you're disloyal, sure, but yeah. You're not the one that stole my ring. Anything here? Not really. I just wanna set the world on fire. I know that's not quite the right words, but it feels nice to say them. I'll say that much. Excuse me.
The throne room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by.
Kill or
Way back
knock
when
him
I'd
out.
searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if
I
anyone
like the
from Duke's
little
party returns.
mark. So if I read the journal, out of curiosity, mission clues could be locked inside the safe room, which contains rations and water. There's a secret passage in the royal chambers that leads to the streets, but you need to bring open it. A new captain goes by the name Morgan Foster. Okay.
This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes. The natural order is
I wonder
reasserting
if
itself.
what they've done with game...
Ramses once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
I like how Corvo talks now. I'm actually curious if they did away with, like, anybody you kill adds to the, you know, the horrible ending that you could possibly come across. And they just moved it to key characters you have to make that decision on. But that's it. No, 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 no. Apparently he could see me. Hey, buddy. I'm just gonna knock you out. Good night. Gonna loot.
Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily.
Seems to be my thing. So what can I do now? I got the mission items. So I'm supposed to lock him in there? Place him inside the safe room. Alright. That I can do. It's got food and water, so I'm just like, hey man, I'm gonna be nice and let you eat. And drink. Hang on, I'm gonna put you down for a second. Don't worry about me.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Not particularly suspicious, I'll be honest. Come on. I play the nice guy, always. Okay, how about I just plop you in the chair? You just stay there. Pistol bullets. Alright, so this must be where I get my gear.
This could be handy.
Elixirs, just health. There's my, oh my god, my mask and everything. It's beautiful. Bone charms. Excerpt from a book of sailing traditions in Scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns, still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusk of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. Yes, bone charms are very useful. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin is met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the crown killer is the culprit given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is it now the duty of the royal protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne?
I suspect the crown killer is connected to Delilah's coup.
No shit, Sherlock. Whispers from the Void. It is a common story a person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead, but when the weight is removed, they make quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in the temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as many have before, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home, the void. Well, let's hope I get to go to the void again soon. These little glimpses of the void in a dream described by the awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This then must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden, some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars from fully knowing. And we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond, the clouds weightless silver gas, and what things would we learn? Well, it's not any of those, really. So what is that? Safe room door. Well, it's time to take my shit.
Out into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask?
Oh, hell yes. That's why I wanted to play Corvo, I'm not gonna lie. Because to just be him again after so long.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
Just saying, money's money, dude. You never know what you can spend it on.
I need to lock Ramsey inside the safe room.
Sorry.
So we can't cause any more trouble.
Didn't know.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune.
Letter from Wyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair, all whichever way is while you sleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you. And yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Take care, my darling. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you, Wyman. Are you the killer? Killing for her? I mean, it's possible. You want some tap water, boo?
No time for that now.
For what? Peeing? There's always time to pee. But first, here you go, buddy. Enjoy bed. I got a carving.
Samuel Beechworth made this.
All right.
Wonder what advice he would have about today.
And a book about me, my favorite. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. The spectators from all over Serkonos were thrilled to see someone so young and striking from a working-class family advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkonan Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east from Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, then Theodonis Abel, father of Luca Abel, Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. So now we know how he got here. Oh, look! Emily's little kid drawing of Skullman. Great, look at all our little kid drawings. Alright, well, you can sit in here and suffer, locked away, asshole. Let's do this. Go to Dunwall, stay at the tower. We're going to Dunwall. Just make sure you lock that shit behind you, homie. That's all I'm saying. Delilah and Duke Luca Bell have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you. Escape the city by meeting the guy at the docks. Sure.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Yes. Yes, you should. Old history textbook. The whaling trade. Ooh, there's a little handwritten note at the bottom. In 1631, Emperor Finlay Morgengard commissioned the first fleet of vessels made expressly for hunting and processing of whales. They were powered by sails alone, and so were at the mercy of the winds. Although these whaling ships were small by current standards, Morgengard's fleet established the robust whaling trade we still enjoy today. Modern whaling vessels are much larger and use steam power to traverse the seas in search of whales. Did you know that every part of the beast is used? In addition to canned meat and whale oil, there's also a flourishing whalebone trade. Baleen is used in roofing, whale skins are processed in crude cloth, bladders are made into wine flasks, even the intestines are carefully harvested for their precious ambergris, used in many medicines and perfumes. Handwritten note at the end. Emily, half of Morgengard's whalers fell to the rough coast east of Morley. You can still see the remains of ships poking out of the water should you ever visit Aran. Also, there's no mention here that it was Sokolov himself who designed the first steam-powered whaling ships. He'll tell you all about it if you ask him when he's sober. Good to know.
I used to listen while Emily and her governess Callista read from this book. I'm glad she wasn't here to see Emily driven out of Dunwall Tower.
I really like that he comments on books that you read. That's kind of cool. You boys look very familiar. Oh, man. Incredibly so. Looks like we're going to have to leave through there. Trying to see if there's anything worth grabbing. Money. Some poop. You know what? No one likes poop. Alright, let's take a look. Not seeing anything. Good. Hello? Dunwall.
I've got to get out of Dunwall.
No shit, Sherlock. Oh boy. We back, fam. We back. Okay, stop. You didn't need to slide. I'm just saying. Okay, well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but that's fine at the same time.
I don't know that ship, but maybe the captain can help.
We're just gonna sneak our little tookishes out of here. Hello?
What do I have to do to get Emily back?
I mean...
What do I have to become?
What you once were, my friend. That's why I picked you. An old, haggard man, like a Batman coming back to being Batman, basically. The Dark Knight story. Execute assassinations and non-lethal takedowns when dropping on enemies. Non-lethal takedowns, hit control. Sorry, man.
Traitorous dog.
Nothing personal, really. But, actually, let me go ahead and loot you. You just... Yeah, you look comfortable. I can slide up the stairs. It's a little ridiculous, but I guess I'm a talented man. Reach the boat.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo Atano has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find him. That's it, we've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
Yeah, you made your bed. Lie in it, baby.